Welcome back, where we watch a scientist take lots of drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. There we go, straight away, depth perception. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Speaking of embryo, like, is he just supposed to be Frankenstein?
Supposed to be. Oh god, I can't do this.
You don't fancy it?
You got 2 hits now. I really don't fancy anything.
You just want this one to be over, don't you?
Yeah, I really want to get past this whole game.
He's going to show his colours next game, and you're going to be amazed. He's spinning. Boom.
Aim for the head.
Spin or?
No, just jump on his head.
Does sound like probably wasn't good enough. I'm sure that's what he says now. See what I mean?
Just stick with it.
I'm going right at his fucking head! I'm getting annoyed.
I can tell. I'm getting quite annoyed.
I'm just like, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do.
There we go.
What happened last time then?
I think you're just jumping slightly too early. And landing more in like his attack zone rather than on his head.
The attack zone. I'm so sick of getting hurt off these bastards. There you go. Yeah, I was gonna say. Did I get 2 shots then?
Yeah, you got 2.
I'm a fucking genius. Whoop, 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 whoop. Right. That was wrong. I think that one was wrong. I just don't like it because he's coming at an angle. I fucked it. Oh! I just don't know why it's hurting me. Like, I don't know what else I can do.
Honestly, I just think it's jump timing, as in like you're going slightly too early or slightly too late. It seems very buggy, but then again, I guess it has to be hard because you're near the end of the game, you know what I mean?
Oh, fucking man. That time I wasn't even on the rock, I don't think.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Now. Wait for it. Now. There we go. Buggy, but timing. There we go. Only 1 boss left, and now we've got no lives. Great. Yeah.
It's John's fault that we don't have the shit that we need to deal with.
Oh my.
Oh shit. Hello. It's a timing puzzle. I don't like the lab levels. I've only got 1 life, haven't I? That's my only go. Oh, okay.
I guess I can now talk about my final little bit of information for the series.
The first Crash.
Yeah.
The whole other level of Crash 2 information.
Yes.
And we're all just dying to hear. Only joke. 1, 2, 3. I didn't hit that, did I?
I think that's for the oh yeah, because that's for the floor, and then you've got to time it with running across past the not that.
I just assumed it'd be instant. I don't know why.
The thing that made Crash stand out in comparison to, say, Mario 64 was, weirdly, it's semi-realistic environments. Whereas if you go back and you look at Mario 64, the textures and everything, it's 3D, but it's nowhere near as polished as this was. And obviously not the game that we're playing, but the one from 1996. And they did that again. I think it was a little bit of genius the way that they did that. Because not only did they create realistic environments, and as you're seeing here, everything's either shut off with doors or it curves, what I was saying in a previous episode about the polygon count, but they also, everything has a colour palette that relates to Crash. So it fits with him and his character. It's all themes on like orange, on blue, on the white and the souls and the kind of like brown of his trainers. They use that all to create the environments, the green, everything that kind of goes with it. Which again I think is a fantastic little touch, and that's a lovely little checkpoint. Pseudo checkpoint. It's a lovely touch that separated it from... What?
A what type of checkpoint?
Pseudo checkpoint.
A what?
Pseudo checkpoint, because it's a bonus. I don't really know what to say. I mean, everything was... I mean, if you really want me to go into the minutiae of why I think the game was fantastic and it will continue to be fantastic. I used a big word there, didn't I? Minutiae. If you look again at how everything is designed... I know. If you look at how everything is designed, it's all triangles.
What's he going to do?
He's going to shoot... I'm
going to jump over him.
Don't get too close, otherwise you get yeah.
How'd you kill him?
You got to wait for the electricity to stop in his gloves and then go.
Oh. I'm getting kind of tired of this
shit.
But
because everything was triangular and done with polygons and things like that back in the day, it kind of went with the mission statement for Crash. I don't know, mate. Which was for everything to be about danger, about imminent kind of...
Shit.
Yeah. Crash himself was made up of lots and lots of like triangles. One, because they're easy to render on the PlayStation, or they were easy to render on the PlayStation, and two, because like subconsciously they did these field tests, and that everything in the world is either made up of. The theory is that it's either made up of squares, triangles, or circles. We typically view subconsciously squares as being quite boring and placid, not flaccid.
Oh.
We view circles as like friendly, nice things. It's why
circles.
Yeah. It's why most Disney characters have a rounded feature to them, because everything you're supposed to like them, whereas the characters in Disney films that you're not supposed to like typically are more pointy and
sculpted like Gaston.
Yeah, sculpted like Gaston.
My main man.
which is kind of why I find Crash very interesting, because they purposefully went for the juxtaposition of having a protagonist that was made entirely of triangles, which, as I say, was kind of
the no.
Yeah, Mario's quite rounded in himself. Sonic, you could argue, is very pointy, but that kind of goes with his persona, doesn't it? The original one was more rounded, but he's grown more pointy as he's developed more of a character attitude over the years, hasn't he? So it kind of went with the mission statement for the game that was what they wanted. They wanted to convey this sense of danger and excitement and adventure to the player while they were going through it. And I'm sounding incredibly nerdy, but I'm sure you guys love it. Love it.
If only I loved it.
Go.
God, that's really horrible, his scream. Am I knocking him off?
Yeah, there you go.
God, that's horrible. I did not like that, Sam. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Check pro. Oh, you walked back into it.
I thought he was going to have a set pattern type thing. You know what I mean?
Does.
Can you go around this guy?
You could probably jump round him, yeah.
I'm not going to try it.
I'm getting nervous now. Now that I've stopped talking.
Thank fuck.
It's interesting though, isn't it, to get behind the design and the theory behind why they did what they did. I find that stuff kind of fascinating myself, especially with a game that's
Well,
I would call Crash iconic.
oh yeah.
And it's a travesty, actually, what they've done with the game, in the sense that it's failed to be what it should have been since 2000 and, well, basically since 2001.
Yeah, as in it never lived up to what it could have been.
Yeah, because it could have been something that rivaled Sonic, rivaled...
I had no idea what was happening then. I just became a blur. Oh.
Does that? Yeah, it does. Oh, this is going to have to be well timed. Ooh, stop. In the name of love.
I hate TNT. I hate TNT so much.
But we will see you next time on the next exciting episode of Rob Fucks Up the Jump.